First adventure.
I wake up every morning, walk alone in the ghost song.
It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this, number 6, was very much the best.
Keep on handle like Jordan, we gon' send out a warning. I got angels around me, but tell me.
The sport is probably one of the cruelest sports that you can be involved in. You can be the best at it and have the worst things happen to you. It happens to just about every driver that's involved in karting or even motorsport, where the 20-cent bit breaks on the final lap when you're leading, and that's it, it's all over. There's a lot of things that can go wrong. It's a sport where it's really a lot like life. You learn from your mistakes. If you want to do good at the sport, you need to learn from those mistakes, and you've got to have a little bit of luck, but generally speaking, most drivers make their own luck, and it's determination. It's a whole gambit of other things that you need. It's not just having the skill to be able to drive fast, it's learning when to use whatever you've got and when not to use it, and being patient. And that takes a lot of time.
On days like this, I probably get more nervous than Charlie does. Yeah, no, it's exciting for the whole family. We're probably more excited than he is. Yeah, we get nervous, of course, you know, so we're nervous for him because it only takes a bit of a slide out or a little bump and you're from first to last, you know. You're always nervous about the race, and of course you want him to be safe. What I say to Charlie is, obviously, the biggest thing, you know, to be the best, it's the guys that push the hardest, you know. Stay focused and enjoy yourself, you know. That's it. Do your best, push your hardest. Don't risk yourself, of course. Be safe, but it's all about pushing it, taking it to the limit, you know. Taking it to the edge, you know, remembering what his coaches tell him. That was the biggest thing I said to him. I said, don't forget what your coaches talk to you about. On days like today, I give Charlie his space. I let his coach James do most of the work. You know, too many people talking to him on days like this will confuse him. So James is a professional, and we trust in Team Velocity. So we let them do their work and do their thing, you know.
A lot of people don't understand also in this sport that we're not dealing in seconds here, we're dealing in tenths of seconds, and that 1/10 at a big race meeting could mean the difference between qualifying in the top 5, or maybe if you're a tenth slower you might be in the top 15. So a tenth of a second is absolutely everything, and if you think about a tenth of a second, it's less than a click of a finger. So when you get that into perspective, and if you're doing a 1/10 faster than your competitor over a 10-lap period, it's 1 second. So that's what we're dealing in. Charlie's been with us for around about 12 months. Mum and Dad just came into the shop and Charlie's always wanted to have a go at racing. So they started out, and we've been training Charlie basically since he came into the shop, and he's showing a lot of potential. He's only a young driver, not a lot of experience. In the class that he's racing in at the moment, some of the kids he's racing against have been racing since they were 7, so he's had to catch up. He's doing a great job. He's still got a long way to go, but he's showing potential.
So we've just gone out for our first practice. Now we've got qualifying coming up. So we started on old tyres for practice or used tyres for practice, and we'll be qualifying on these new tyres, and then these are the tyres we'll run for the rest of the weekend. I think at the moment conditions good. Potentially coastal rain. We could get some showers here today later, but hoping the weather stays away so we can have a nice dry race meeting. But at the moment conditions are good. Sun's out, cool air temperature, good for the engines, and sun on the track's good for the tyres.
Generally the night before we sort of prep everything to bring with us. We have, we try to relax as much as we can. Not even the night before, the whole day pretty much. There's so much time in prepping, just keeping Charlie calm, cool, relaxed. He does get nervous. It's more, trying to keep him focused and solid and have an early night. Definitely have an early night so we all go to bed at the same time.
Whatever I feel that he does on the track and that any mistakes he does, I tell him the way James tells him, but in a calming way, oh, don't do that, just fix it up, you can do that, because I know you can do this. I say to him, I know you can do it, which motivates him, and he knows he can do it. So when he races, he turns his head a lot. I told him to keep it straight, and then after the race, he done it, and he came back to me and told me he done it. Wherever we are, I'm always looking after him, always protecting him. I'm always confident that he's going to win the race.
It's race day. It's race day.
It's race day.
It's race day.
when he hit me, I heard something from the back of my cart, and then I felt it spin a little bit, and I just felt like so angry and all that, like for nothing. Next race, I'm gonna come back and try win, come back more aggressive with more anger, and try attack through the pack and finish first.
Charlie managed to finish second in the pre-final, which is a really great job. And then in the final, unfortunately, he made a bit of an error coming out of the top turn and unfortunately got hit off. No one's fault, and that was the end of his race. And it's part of life. It's something that all drivers and everyone that's involved in it, you just got to get over it and move on. He'll learn from that, and hopefully next time he comes out and races, that'll be another thing in his memory bank, and it'll make him a better racer.